We are about 15 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday. So it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it can just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18 or else their season's going to end. And then on the complete opposite side, you got guys making plans for the offseason, figuring out where they're going on vacation. Week 18 is a tricky thing around the league. A lot of division games, a lot of interesting matchups. And we're just wrapping up stage one of what is an unbelievable NFL season.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. We're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Patriots first down.
And a Patriots first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A run, and this is Henderson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they...
Oh, the ball's out, and the Dolphins come up with the turnover.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was...
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On second down, it's May. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. And third down coming up.
And 6 yards to go.
To throw is May. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will get into the end zone. Hot Douglas. Touchdown, New England. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Patriots will take a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins have it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. We'll see how much usage they want to give him here in Week 18. But he is the NFL's leader in receiving yards among running backs. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
On the pickup. It's second and inches at the 40-yard line.
First carry here for Devon Achane. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Here's first and 10.
First down.
A shotgun snap for Tua. He finds Austin with the grab. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Dolphins first down.
On first down, Tagovailoa. This one grabbed by Austin. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 14.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Back in the end zone. He's got it. Tyler Higbee. Touchdown, Dolphins.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Dolphins come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken at the 5. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. There you see Mike Vrabel, his Patriots set for their next drive. They have been one of the better teams in terms of throwing football this year, and the numbers bear that out, and they have come out of the gates hot in this one. It's the tight end Henry in motion. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the 29. Here's second and 3. May gonna look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, New England.
First down.
To throw now, May. Pass caught right side by Henry. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
That's another Patriots first down. It's a gain of 10.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one.
It's a pickup of
Second down, they need 7.
Second and 7. The 38-yard line.
Throwing is May. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run, it's Henderson. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. Here's second and 3 to go.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. Throwing on 3rd down is May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And this is not going to do the trick. Unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it leads to 4th down.
For the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Pats will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Austin now to return this. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Dolphins offense ready to take over for their second possession. Trying to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. He'll work forward for a couple. Joshua Palmer there on the stop. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Tua. Taken in by Achane. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. The Patriots out on top. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll toss it here to Achane. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 3rd and long. Tua gonna throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. And it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down. Bates' kick is good. And the Dolphins will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Ball level at 10 as this one's kicked off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. There you see Mike Vrabel, his Patriots set for their next drive. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now, May. Working 3 downfield. It is Williams. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, New England. The extra point now for Borregales. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. That is hard. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. It is a big play. Tua to Tyreek. And even 50 yards.
Ready. Out.
A play fake. Now Tua to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Greg Woodson there defensively.
Tua will give it to Achane. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold.
Ready.
To throw is Tua. Exiting the pocket right. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the first half.
Ready. Solo. Out. Out. Out.
Again, it's Tua. This one is pulled in on the feet in bounds. Yes! Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Miami.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 1. Once more, it's Henderson. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
1st and 10. Again, it's Henderson. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off the call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They going to hold on to this one. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Handoff, and it's Henderson. He's taken down just shy of the 10. A gain there of 15. 1st down, New England.
Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's May. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Operating for the shotgun, it's May. Oh, look looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And it's going to bring up a third down. Here's May. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Austin, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Tungo Valoa. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it's going to be 3rd down. Now it's Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete. On 4th down, here's Matt Ariza to punt. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. That's fielded at about the 18. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is May. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
On the give, it's Henderson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 20. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems, as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
On play action, here's May. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First catch of the game for Diggs, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, Henderson. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. And he's in! Touchdown, Patriots. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this game.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. The numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
And the Dolphins, first down.
Play action. Tagovailoa. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Gain of 12 yards. That's another Dolphins first down.
2 and out on first down. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Tua going to get him to the line quickly.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's caught by Hill. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. On first down, Tagovailoa. The ball comes out, and the Patriots are going to recover. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here at his defense. It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
It's a gain of 8.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Third and 2. Here we go. Working out of the gun. It's May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Here's May again. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our spin through the NFL starts now. In Inglewood, the Rams at home to take on the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And this is Javonte Williams. He's going to get the carry here, and look at him go. The Cowboys will be the #1 seed in the playoffs. They finish off the regular season with the victory. Up next, it's a big one here in the final week of the season. And this is Baker Mayfield. And this is a touchdown. The Buccaneers are in as the division champs. They finish off the regular season in style. Lastly, let's squeeze in one more. And it's Spencer Rattler. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Saints finish at 5-12. Big changes forthcoming, but they do get the win here in Week 18. With that, a look here at the playoff picture in the NFC here in this final week of the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. Has an opening, past the 40, angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he is going to be out of bounds.
It's a gain of 40. That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Now a first down throw for Tua. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tua. He's got it at the 7. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Dolphins 24.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. There you see Mike Vrabel, his Patriots set for their next drive. They'll do so with first and 10. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Hader got in there for the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
On the ground, here is Henderson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Patriots first down.
To throw on first down is May. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete. 3rd and 5.
It's third down. And 5 yards.
To throw is May. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
Patriots, first down. It's a gain of 6. And the Patriot first down.
Off the play fake, it's May. That's going to be incomplete. Tucker, very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
And that is incomplete.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. They'll start on the ground. It's A-10. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's A-10. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Miami.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with A-10. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. From the 35, here's second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here. That's on the veteran, Trent Brown.
Still second down.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That'll be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
While the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Henderson now on 1st and 10, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It is 2nd and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's May. Diggs on the reception. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Patriots will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. Here's a give to H.A. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Jason Pinnock.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Here's 3rd and 2. May gonna look to throw. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. Jamario Douglas. Touchdown, New England. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. So now May and the Patriots going to line up and go for 2. May to throw again. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Austin now to return this. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Tua gonna throw. He finds Austin with the ground. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
17 yards. That's good for Dolphins.
A run here with H.N. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense.
Brings up 2nd and 11. The 45-yard line.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Kyle Duggar.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Third down. They need 5.
It's third down.
To throw now. May. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. And the Patriots ready to kick it away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked
Personal
down.
foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is May. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. On 3rd and long, here's May. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. We're trying to locate Travion Henderson out of the backfield. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Hey! 21G, 21.
Now Tua. This one grabbed by Austin.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
That's taken in by H.A. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one. Again, it's Tua. That one out wide to H.A. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is H.A. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Tua. Now a screen, set up for H.A. A dive, and he's got the 1st down. Quite an effort. He knew exactly where he needed to move it to, and they'll have a new set of downs. On 1st down, covered by Owen. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the pistol, here's Tua. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Open man, Malik Washington. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
And the Dolphins first down.
Watson, Oscar.
First and goal at the
Here's H.N. He's slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
at the 6-yard line.
Here now, second down and goal.
Second and goal.
From the gun, here's Tua. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up third and goal. H.N. will take this in for a Dolphins touchdown. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense ready to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Here's May. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
It's second down and 10.
On play action, here's May. It's into the hands of Ezekiel Elliott. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run. It's Henderson. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They quickly out to Diggs. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here to talk things over before third down.
A gain of a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. They do that. I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Second down, 8 yards to go. Once more, it's Henderson. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll drop to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. It is 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
All right, fellas.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That's down the field for Higbee. That one incomplete. Good job, Pittsburgh there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
It's safe. Go ahead.
Back to throw is Tua. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. And here we go, 4th and inches.
Go ahead.
They snap it to Tua. That's hot. Inside. It's complete.
Well, it's pretty clear where the defense anticipated this ball going on 4th down. They did a great job against the tight ends and the wide receivers, but the guy they didn't account for was the running back. And the quarterback sensed it, got it out of his hand quick, and he's able to pick up the 1st down. In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look?
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Pinnock.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flat. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
There you see Mike Vrabel, his Patriots set for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts. So just one kneel down and then time to shake hands. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Contact up front. If they get one of the defenders to joke. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Down to a knee, and that will do it. They wrap up the regular season with a victory. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.